I wish I could be there in person, but prior commitments have kept me away. I am delighted that Filmfare and Geo have partnered with each other. Geo is just a few months old, but has already captured the nation's imagination with 50 million customers and still growing. Geo is committed to provide Indians with a digital way of life through connectivity and a suite of apps. Entertainment is a key element of this, and it is our continued effort to bring the best of cinema on our Geo platforms. Geo Live, Geo Cinema, Geo Music, Geo TV, and many more. Our partnership with the iconic Filmfare Awards is truly a winning combination. The best of entertainment and the best of digital coming together to give you an experience like never seen before. Powered by Geo, the Filmfare Awards, current and past, will be showcased to our audiences in a variety of unique ways across our platforms. Geo.
Thank you, Mr. Lamba. Filmfare would like to share a short message about the Filmfare Awards and its association with Geo. Can we please have the AV?
Filmfare is the oldest and most trusted entertainment brand.
Hi guys, thank you first of all for your patience and thank you Geo for partnering with us on the Filmfare Awards. It's truly a wonderful, wonderful association, and thanks to Geo we can have our contents in all mediums, and we go beyond the Filmfare Awards also with our Geo association. So thank you Reliance Geo. It's truly like family, because Geo is family now and I am seated with family. Karan is probably the oldest friend I've had in the industry. I first met him on the sets of Gumra, and he carries his stardom and celebrityhood very, very effortlessly. He's an iconic filmmaker, he's a talk show host, he's a producer, and I don't mean to praise him, but the fact is that he carries all of this extremely lightly, because we've seen a lot of filmmakers, old filmmakers who behave like, they've just made 10 commandments and this. So Karan is extremely, what is the word? Seamless, effortless, and at the end of the day, very humble about his achievements. So more power to him, and I really hope he moves from strength to strength. The one on the extreme right is my boss. He signs my checks, so be nice to him. And then, of course, so he's family too. And then, of course, there's Alia Bhatt, who is, the name Alia sort of reduces me to a mush ball. So she is the baby of the family. Alia is, what can I say? She's had a crackerjack year with 3 stunning performances in Kapoor and Sons, Dear Zindagi, and Udta Punjab. So it really has been a triple whammy for Alia. So more power, and I hope you move from strength to strength. So fantastic. And that's it. Thank you again for patronizing Filmfare and for being part of this. Yeah, also, yeah, before I forget, Karan is, like I said, is family. So it's quite natural that Karan will also be hosting the Filmfare Awards this year, while our little Alia performs yet again. Alia has become mandatory for every Filmfare function. So it's like what they call in Hindi compulsory blind. So no Filmfare without Alia and Karan. So thank you so much for your invaluable contribution. Thank you, guys.
Can you hear me? Yeah. It's the 62nd Filmfare Awards. I think that itself, deserves applause in its sense, because it is really huge. And Filmfare, as Jitesh mentioned, it is like family. Whether it's my magazine covers with them, or the association with the awards, or even just replying and responding to a random summer tweet about which products I want to carry in my bag, I will do so immediately, because it's Filmfare. And not only because it's so prestigious and such a well-known brand, but also because they make you feel so comfortable. So I think I want to start by saying thank you, Jitesh, and thank you, Deepak, for always making us feel so comfortable when we're associated with you, when we're around you. It does really feel like family. And yeah, I'm really glad that I will be performing this year as well, and I hope that continues. I hope that I'm associated with Filmfare every year in some way or the other, if not performing, maybe hosting. But yeah, this year I will make sure I put up a great act, and everybody's very, very satisfied with my performance. And what else to say? Yeah, I just want to say that also the association with Filmfare and Jio, I think it's a great combination. It's a brilliant combination, I would say so, because it has been a big shift for us, you know, going from celluloid to digital. It's happened seamlessly, but it happened for a reason, because it was a very progressive and forward-thinking process. And being progressive and living with the times is the order of the day. And I would say that Jio is the order of the day and the order of our life. So thank you, Jio, and thank you, Filmfare.
Thank you, Alia. May I request Mr. Johar to please.
And I also want to thank Neeta ma'am. She was not here, but you are being missed, ma'am. It would be really nice if you could be here. But thank you for this association once again.
Thank you, Alia. May I request Mr. Johar to please say a few words.
Oh, sorry. Before you requested, I took the mic already. I have a problem. I see a mic and I jump right into it. What do I say? Today is special on so many accounts. First, I'd like to thank Mrs. Ambani, who we miss sorely. Truly, she's the heartbeat of Jio, and almost like, you know, like the captain of that ship in so many ways. Neeta and the entire Ambani family, as in Mr. Ambani and the kids, Isha and Akash and Anant, have been very, very close to me and my family. And I think their endeavors in the digital zone is purely magnificent, and nothing can be said that will be enough about their humongous efforts to make our entire country digital. And I think that has been pretty much the mandate that we've heard of for so many years now. Yes, as a filmmaker, the transition from celluloid to digital has been sometimes an emotional one, because we grew up on celluloid. We definitely, every frame that was painted on celluloid is special to me as a filmmaker and as a cinegoer and as a fan of so many prolific filmmakers. But digital, like Alia rightfully said, is the order of the day. And who better than Jio to take on the mantle of making Bollywood digital with their humongous platforms like Jio Music, Jio Cinema, Jio Television. And I'm glad that I'm even part of the short film jury, where all the nominations and all the clippings and films will be, of course, shown on the outstanding Jio platform. It's going to be tough to, of course, assess that, and more power to Filmfare for actually empowering the short film phenomenon, which is truly taking over not only the internet space, but even there are so many platforms globally that are awarding them. And I think sometimes it's much tougher to tell a story in a short duration than it is. I know I directed a short film for Bombay Talkies, which was all of 25 minutes, and I know how I struggled to tell the narrative. So more power to Filmfare for always being ahead of their times, for being progressive, for also being actual, and for also always honoring the best cinema, irrespective of bias, irrespective of magnitude, irrespective of sometimes even box office. I know it's always associated with popularity, and many awards are, and sometimes rightfully so, and sometimes perhaps not. But Filmfare has always held the mandate of being, I would say, completely strong, solid, and always correct in their awards. Sometimes many hearts are broken, including mine, and I think that goes with the territory. Filmfare, needless to say, when I talk about Filmfare, it's one of my earliest memories. I remember standing in front of bathroom mirrors and bedroom mirrors, rehearsing my speech if I were to ever win a Filmfare award. For my very first film, I was actually competing very strongly with a film called Satya, and I thought that was a way better directed film than mine. And I thought that maybe, perhaps, you know, Ram Gopal Verma would walk away with the award. And he got an award, and then I started feeling maybe not. Maybe I will win the best director. I remember started mumbling my speech while sitting on the front row. Actually, it wasn't the front row. It was the second or third row. I didn't deserve the front row then. And I started making that speech, and I realized what a big deal it was for me to win my first Filmfare award. And even now, in my bedroom, that's the only award that lies in one of my mantles, because I remember the emotion attached to it. I remember walking on stage and Madhuri Dixit giving me that award. And I don't think I can ever forget. I get gooseflesh when I think of that moment. And all 200 kilos of me walked on that stage. And literally that award to me epitomizes everything that we are here for. We are here for the rewards monetarily, we're here for the acceptance and the acclaim. But when that Filmfare Award does come to you, it means a lot. There's so much cynicism attached to receiving awards, so much said. I remember a very, very prolific gentleman once told me, take awards seriously the year you get them. And I know that applies to many, many awards. But when it comes to Filmfare, I know it's special. It's special because the process is special. I know because the event is special. And I know because the platform is special. So thank you, Deepak, for having us here today. Thank you for so seamlessly helming the worldwide